Hey everybody, Questwise here, and today let's talk about what's going on. There is some crazy stuff going on in our world right now, and one of the things that's hopefully helping with this whole pandemic that's going on in the world is social distancing. And social distancing doesn't mean that we have to give up on the things that we enjoy and the things that we love. So what I wanted to talk to you today are some options that are available to us as gamers to still stay in touch with the things that we love, uh, even though we can't maybe get together as a gathering. There are lots of places across the nation, across the world that are closing in order to stave off the spread of all the stuff that's happening. And so it's going to be harder and harder for a little while to get out and enjoy the things that you love. And we don't have to give up those things. In fact, if we give up on those things, if we give up on the things that bring us joy in life, that's when the panic should really start to set in. But for now, let's just talk about some things that can keep us all connected and keep us also in the hobby and keep us very well entertained during our time, being stuck inside. The first of those is online gaming. A lot of gaming venues are beginning to close for the foreseeable future for at least a couple of weeks, and so it's going to be tougher and tougher to get out unless you have a nice home group that a local group that doesn't mind getting together. But a lot of venues, a lot of stores, a lot of gaming parlors are starting to close. And so, one of the things you can resort to is online gaming. And using things like Roll20 or Fantasy Grounds. Most of the time when I play online, I use Zoom, which is not a gaming platform. It's simply like a conferencing platform, but it works very well. It's free. One of the nice things is that you can see everybody on the screen. It gives everybody their individual sort of screen, so you can see everybody as you're playing. It gives you some very nice options for some green screen backdrops if you prefer to go that way. But because it's not a gaming platform, there's no sort of dice roller inherent into it. We use the honor system for those types of things. But reach out, look out, see if you can. Maybe even your local group can use Zoom or Roll20 to play. One of the great things I found about online gaming, and I was very, very resistant to that for a long time. But one of the things I found that's really interesting about online gaming is that I could play with people I wouldn't normally get to play with. There are people across the world that I was able to interact with. And it was really nice to be able to play with people that maybe I've never even met in person, but I got a chance to game with them at a virtual table and share stories with some of these people, and really grew some bondings of friendship. One of the other things that I've been talking about a lot lately on the channel is solo role playing, solo gaming. There's a lot of different options, and I'll be going over a lot more of those in the coming weeks and stuff as well too. But I just did a review of Ironsworn and its supplement Delve. Fantastic game, definitely worth checking out. It is a game that is designed to be played solo as well as other options as well too. But solo role playing, I think, is going to be a great option if you're sort of stuck inside by yourself and you don't maybe have access to Zoom or to Roll20 or just don't have a group to play with. Solo role-playing games are a great option, and there's tons of them out there. Like I said, Ironsworn, 4 Against Darkness is a great dungeon crawler. There are tons of great emulators out there. In fact, next week I'll be doing a review of several different emulators, including the Mythic Game Master emulator, which is a sort of generic one. The oracles that are available through Ironsworn. There's a great one for 5th edition as well too that I'll be sharing as well too. I think it's called the Game Master Toolbox or the Solo Role Playing Toolbox. Fantastic if you're a 5th edition D&D fan. It is an amazing set of rules to help you play that game solo. Another thing you can do is find a Discord channel. I'm fairly new to Discord, but it is a phenomenal way to stay connected with gaming communities. Most of the major publishers or major games have a Discord channel. You can interact with all their fans and have discussions, share files. You can even use Discord to play online. There's options for that. There are video channels, there are voice channels. Some really great stuff on Discord. The channel Questwise actually has its own Discord channel as well. And I'll put a link down in the description below to know where you can find that and interact with that. I'm going to be using that a lot more in the coming weeks to try to keep connected with all of you and talk about games and talk about basically anything. Discord is really, really great for that. There's a lot of people that I've met and interacted with and had conversations completely outside of the gaming realm, just about life and things and other hobbies. On other Discord channels that are, set up for different games and stuff. But there's tons of them out there. And in fact, it's really easy. If you just go to Google, type in your favorite game and put Discord after it, you'll usually find an invite channel to those things as well too. Discord is free. Again, it's very, very cool and a great way to stay connected with fans and even publishers. A lot of the different Discord channels that I follow, you can even interact and talk with the designers are on there as well too, and you can interact with them as well. YouTube is a great way. I am going to keep giving you guys videos and showing you things and discussing stuff. I'm not going anywhere, and so YouTube is free and it's fun, and there are tons of great channels out there. And I will, in the coming weeks as well, be going to be spotlighting some of my other favorite channels that I follow, so that maybe you can follow them as well too. Some upstart new channels, some ones that are very well established, but channels that will give you options to stay connected with the community and the games that you love during this weird crisis that we're in right now. In fact, hell, if you're even, up to it, start your own YouTube channel. Let me know if you do. In the link down, description down below, throw me a link to your channel if you start one, or if you have one that's brand new, let me know and I will share it with everyone. And I think YouTube has been, over the past several years, has been a great way for me to build community with other fans and with other gamers, and it's been an amazing, amazing process for me. A great platform for me to talk about the things that I love, and hopefully you're all enjoying the things that I'm sharing as well too. And again, it's free, right? And we still have the internet. So if we're going to social distance ourselves, why do that when we can still reach out to each other and interact with each other on a platform such as YouTube? Also, one of the big ones, start a family game night. If you can't get out to a gaming parlor, if you can't get together with your local group, or you haven't set up a game through Discord or some other kind of avenue, start a family game night. It's time now maybe to introduce your wife or husband or significant other or your children to role-playing games, right? Grab a copy of the D&D 5th edition Essentials Kit and start making characters. There are lots of great games out there that are great for beginners. There are lots of great games out there that are good for children. I'll start to kind of focus on some more of those types of things as well too. But start a family game night, right? It sounds simple, and maybe you already have. Maybe you have a very thriving, good family game night going on once a week or twice a week or once a month or whatever. But a great way to continue to do the things that you love and explore the worlds that you like to explore. Simply start a family game night. The other thing I highly encourage, and this might be getting a little bit tougher to do, a lot of stores are closing. A lot of places are closing up shop for a while. But there are a lot of other options. And there are other ways that we as gamers can support our hobby via local channels, right? So if you can't get out to a game store, a lot of stores are still offering shipping. They're still offering home delivery, those kinds of things. And I would highly encourage you to buy local whenever possible. If we want to help each other get through this entire debacle that's going on right now, the best way to do that is find a local store that will ship stuff to you. You might not know this about me, but by day I'm a bookseller for an independent bookstore who offers complimentary shipping. anywhere in the U.S. And currently, we're still open, and you can still order things from us, and you can still get stuff through our website. And we do offer a pretty decent selection of board games and role-playing games and stuff as well too. So, I'll put a link down below if you want to reach out to Brilliant Books to get your gaming needs and stuff as well. But if you have a local store near you, a gaming store or a bookstore or whatever, support them. Right? They're going to be going through a very tough time, and as long as they are going to keep their doors open, or at least keep their web store open, support them above everybody else, because we want to have those places available so that when this whole thing blows over, when this whole thing is over and it's finally resolved itself, we have a place to go back to and enjoy those things. So I support that highly. If your local area, or you don't have one, or some kind of crazy thing happens where those stores begin to shut down and they don't have a web service available, I highly encourage you to go to DriveThruRPG or the DMs Guild and pick up a PDF of your favorite game. Help support other people as well too. We can also support game creators and other friends of ours that are creating content by buying a PDF. It gives them a little bit more money, puts money in their pocket, so that they can also still exist. And I know it's going to be hard for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be out of work for a while, going to be out of school for a while, so money's going to be tight. And I know that a lot of game creators via DriveThruRPG and the DMs Guild have offered some discounts on stuff as well too. Right now, because of the canceling of several different conventions like GaryCon and lots of others, people like Gallant Knight Games has offered Tiny Superheroes, or Tiny Supers, excuse me, the RPG, as a pay what you want product. But I highly encourage to give what you can, even if you find a pay what you want PDF or game or whatever. I highly encourage that, even if you can throw a few bucks their way. It's a great way to help support the community and make sure that all those folks are still being able to make their way through this pandemic and stuff as well too. I'm going to be here through this whole thing, folks. I'm going to be here to support you. I'm going to be here to entertain you, and I want to help you get through this thing without falling into despair. And that's the last thing we need, is to give into despair and to give into the panic, right? So I've made it my duty to be here for you. So whatever you need, whatever you want, put it down in the notes below, and I will make sure that you try and get it. Like, let me know what kind of things you want me to talk about, what kind of reviews you want me to do, kind of things that you want to see on the channel, or how maybe I can help you connect with other people. I'm really good at those kinds of things. I can help find other avenues for you to continue your gaming hobby and stuff as well too. So let me know how I can help you connect with other people, and I will do so as to the best of my ability and stuff as well too. So folks, my biggest thing, if you take anything from this video at all, it's just be kind to one another through all this. We're all going through this together, and it's a very, very tough time. But be kind to one another and share what you can, and be strong. Be strong through this whole thing. It will blow over. It will pass. And hopefully most of us all will still be here. So until next time, I'm Questwise. Game on, my friends. I am